What's up, you guys? Today is going to be a completely different style of video than anything I've ever done on this channel before. It's going to be new for me, it's going to be new for you guys, and I think it's going to be something that you guys enjoy. So if you do end up enjoying this video, let me know down in the comments if you want more of this kind of style of video. So I'm going to break it down what we're going to do, and then we'll hop right into the footage and what we're going to do in this video. So first things first, I'm going to tell the story a little bit about what happened in this video. So yesterday, I got out for some snakehead fishing, kind of was just going to do like a 5 or 6 hour trip, and that's what ended up happening. But you know, it was one of those days I just wanted to like relax on the water and have some time for myself, and I wasn't really walking you guys through what I was doing and why I was doing it, you know, just talking through the video like I do on most of my videos that you guys watch here. So I was kind of just out there, I was quiet, I was just fishing and just enjoying myself, having a good time, just unwinding in nature a little bit. But you know, I did have the camera on, obviously, just in case something cool happened, if I got any good catches, and that did end up happening in this video. But rather than just having a video of, you know, kind of like silent fishing for you guys, I'm gonna go through each bite that I got in this video of snakehead fishing here in Delaware and kind of show you what I could have done better on the ones that I missed and what I did right on the ones that I got. So, you know, fishing is one of those things, obviously it's like relaxing and all that, but at the same time, anything that I do, I like to give 110%, and I like to be the best at it that I can be, and fishing is no different. So we're just gonna go through each bite that I got and kind of watch it like film, as if we were on a sports team or something like that, just going through, seeing what I could have done better, and you know, trying to better ourselves and learn for next time that we go out there and have these experiences on the water. Every time I go out, the water teaches me something, and yesterday was no different. We're just gonna walk through today and look at these clips, analyze everything that, you know, went down out on the water, and I think it's gonna be kind of a cool style of video, so hopefully we learn a lot. First thing we're gonna do is get into the first bite. I had 4 bites all day. I'm not gonna spoil it and say how each one of them went, but I'm gonna go ahead and play the first bite of the day that I got, and then we're gonna break it down right after you guys watch it. So let's run this thing and see what happens on the first one of the day.
Come on, big snake. Oh my God.
So the first bite of the day that you guys saw right there, complete swing and a miss. It was a really, really loud pop from that snakehead. And to be honest, it caught me off guard. At that point, I had already been fishing for about 3 hours without a single bite from a snakehead. And sometimes, you guys know this because you've been through the same things if you fish for snakeheads. Sometimes you just like kind of zone out a little bit and you're just fishing. And then when you actually get that first bite of the day, hours into your trip, it kind of catches you off guard a little bit and you may not have a good hook set, and that's exactly what happened for me. I should have been better at it. I should have had a good hook set because I did know that fish was there. He had kind of swirled on the frog a couple times before when I had thrown it, and you know, I completely should have had him because it was a really strong hit. It was a loud hit, and you know, it did just kind of catch me off guard. But the things I could have done better is just waiting a couple seconds more to set that hook and make sure I got a nice, clean, good hook set on him. But, you know, it was a swing and miss on the first one of the day, and I don't know what it is this year, but man, every time I get that first hit of the day, I've rarely hooked up on it this year. It's just, I don't know, I've been missing the first fish a lot, but after that I seem to get settled in and kind of get in a groove a little bit. But yeah, definitely could have played that one a little better. I think just more patience would have been good. Just wait a couple more seconds, because he absolutely killed that frog. Just go back and watch it, listen to that sound again. He freaking crushed it, and that's one that I should have had. That's what's just so fun about snakehead fishing though, is because it's not easy. It's a challenge every single time. And just when you think, you know, you've got them figured out, just when you think you got a good hook set down, you know, you get a big pop like that and you lose the fish, and it makes you just want it that much more. And you know, when you actually do land the next fish, it makes it that much sweeter. That's what I love about snakehead fishing. But let's get into clip number 2 and see how this one plays out. I'm gonna go ahead and roll it for you and enjoy this. So clip number 2 right there, man, that one really hurt me. I'm not gonna lie, that one hurt. I thought I had that fish. It was a great hook set. I really think I did just about everything right with this one. The only thing I could have maybe done better was get the net out a little bit quicker and scoop that thing up. But I had a great hook set. I felt like I connected on him, and I kind of blame the fish on this one for not eating it all the way. But, you know, I'm not gonna be too worried about losing that fish, because I'm pretty, you know, happy with how I handled the whole thing. I cast over into that little area you guys saw by those bushes on the side over to my left. And, you know, I was in an area where there are always snakeheads. When I go to that spot, whether they bite or not, I always just see activity back in there. So I had a pretty good feeling that casting back into that area, I was going to have some sort of action, especially after just getting that first bite of the day that I lost 5 minutes before. It was a short time in between that right there. But when I cast over there, immediately when the frog hit the water, I saw a big weight come out, and I knew the fish had sensed that the frog was there and he was right underneath of it. So I played the frog super slow. I can't, you know, you can't really see it that well in the video, but the fish was there the whole time from the moment the frog hit the water until he bit right on the edge of the pads. And I played the frog, you know, super slow, and the fish, he was probably there for 20 seconds, maybe 30 seconds behind it. You could see his fins sticking out of the water and all that. So when you guys are in a situation like that, I always encourage you just to slow it down and really pay attention to the moves you're making with your frog. Because that fish bit on the last twitch right before it entered the pads. And if I got into the pads with that frog, he probably wouldn't have bit. So I slowed it way down right before the pads. And that's when I got a good bite out of him. I set the hook really hard. Got a great hook set. I thought I had him pinned for sure. But he just got off right next to the side of the boat. But we're not going to really focus on losing that fish too much, because I feel like I played that one right. It still sucks to lose it because it was a nice fish, but as you'll see in a couple more clips from now, I think I actually ended up catching that same exact fish a little bit later. So stay tuned for that. But for now, we'll hop over into clip number 3, and I'll show you what went down in that one. Clip number 3 was another failure. Man, it was just a frustrating day. And the biggest thing that I've learned in snakehead fishing, even though it's super hard to do, is just to forget the past missed hook sets that you've had or the fish that you've lost and move on to the next opportunity. It's really hard not to focus on the past like that, but if you can just, you know, put that past failure in the back of your mind and move on to the next one, that's when you're going to have the most success. But I failed to do that on this third hook set because I was still thinking about the last 2 fish that I had just missed, you know, 5 or 10 minutes before that you guys saw in clip number 1 and clip number 2. But on clip number 3 that I just showed you, I cast into another really good area where I've caught snakeheads before, and I always see activity. So, you know, I'm anticipating a fish. Again, right as soon as it hit the water, just kind of bubbled up underneath it, so my heart rate's instantly going up. I'm expecting a fish, and it came, it hit it. I think it short struck it, and I should have just waited to make sure, once again, that he swallowed that frog so I could get a good hook set. I think this was a much smaller fish than the first 2 that I had hooked, but, you know, that makes it a lot tougher on actually getting a good hook set right there. But, yeah, I think I definitely could have landed him by waiting a couple more seconds. You know, after that short strike, he probably would have come back and hit it again, and I probably could have actually got him on there. But instead, I just yanked the bait right out of his strike zone, right out of his face, and it cost me. I cast back in there a couple more times, and he had swam off way back into the deep stuff and wasn't interested anymore after I spooked him by setting that hook too early. So once again, another failure, but like I said, we learn every single time. And as you're about to see in clip number 4, the things I learned, you know, in this video just from the first 3 fish kind of helped me land this 4th fish, and it was a fun one to get. So let's play that clip and have a little bit of success in this video, even though it was a frustrating day. Let's roll it.
Stay on. Stay on, you beast. No, please stay on. Is it really gonna happen? Did I just catch one? Did I just land one? Thank God, man. What a struggle it's been today. But we finally got my first Delaware snakehead of the year, boys. Y'all have no idea how good that fish feels. I worked so hard for this thing today. Oh yeah. Give me that shower. Whew. There it is. Going bonkers today in here. I'd have 4 fish landed if I was on my game, but I'm so rusty right now, I don't know why. All right, we got that gripper in there. Oh man. Oh. It was all worth it today. What a grind. What a fish. He's fat, he's been eating really well. This was honestly, could easily be the same one that I hooked earlier right next to the boat and he got off. Looks just like him. Same kind of pattern. I didn't get a great look at the other one, but getting a great look at this one. Could easily be the same fish right here in the same area. Beautiful snakehead. He's full of eggs most likely. Gonna let him go so he can create some more snakeheads that we can catch in the future, but man, did we work hard for that fish. And man, was it a fun one to get. Beautiful pattern on him. I'm gonna say goodbye. Thanks for hanging, buddy. There he goes, back down to his home. Getting soaked out here. It's been a tough day. Wasn't even supposed to rain. We're gonna get out of here, man. Boom, so there it was. I finally got a snakehead after so many misses on this day. Missed 3 bites and then I finally got my 4th. And all of this happened within a span of probably 20 minutes. And I'm gonna tell you exactly why it happened, why they turned on, and when they turned off after I caught this fish. So when I got out there, it was not supposed to rain whatsoever. It's raining right now as I'm filming this thing. That's why I'm not out fishing. But on this day, it was not supposed to rain at all. And I got out on the water. It was cloudy and everything, which is good for top water. And that's why I went fishing, because the conditions were good. But the clouds really got dark and it started to drizzle. And right when that rain started, it was like dead quiet out there. And then when the rain started, all these frogs started like chirping out there. And the snakeheads turned on and started hitting when the frogs started chirping. It was like from dead quiet to ribbit, 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 like super, super loud. And I've never heard that in that place like that. And as soon as the snakeheads like saw that the frogs were out and active and stuff, that's when they started destroying the frog that I was throwing. Like, it's a no-brainer. But it was all in a span of 20 minutes and I had fished for probably 4 or 5 hours on this day. And I got all 4 bites in a very short span when it was raining. And as you saw when I caught that fish on my 4th bite of the day, you know, it was coming down pretty good out there. And then as soon as I let that fish go and the rain stopped, I got no more bites. It was just crazy how the fish turn on with the rain and the activity of the actual frogs. And then when it stops raining and, you know, whatever that does for them, they just shut right down after that. But as far as the cast and everything goes on that fish that I actually landed, I just went back to that little pad field where I had 2 of the 3 bites before. I just knew there was a lot of snakeheads in there. I'd spooked a couple already on this day. I had, you know, obviously lost a couple. You guys saw that. But I just wanted to work my way back through there as I was about to leave the spot. And I'm glad that I did, because I think it was the first cast that I threw back into that pad field is when I actually got that hit. And man, was that a big hit. I didn't even know if he had it again. I probably should have been a little more patient, but the way that he exploded on that thing, I was like, there's no way this fish does not have the frog down deep in its mouth. And thankfully, he had it down deep enough where I was able to hook him. And we got our first Delaware snakehead of the year. Snakehead Outlaws venom frog, that's something else I want to talk about. I was using a white and pink color today. I had actually never really had luck with the venom frogs at this spot before. Normally they like a bladed frog with the legs that clank together and stuff like that at this spot, but for whatever reason I just really wanted to throw the venom today, and I chose a pink and white color because it was cloudy out. You want some brighter colors that those fish can really target and things like that, and I'm glad I chose the pink and white because it was obviously a great choice. And you know, if I was on my game, I probably would have landed, I'd say 3 snakeheads. That 3rd bite was pretty tough, but I'd say I would have had 3 in about 15 minutes if I was really on my game today, or yesterday.
So yeah, it was a good lure choice and it was a pretty cool experience. I learned a lot, as I always do in the water, and I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of style of video. It's not really something I plan on doing a whole lot here on this channel. I like to just go out and film my adventures and walk you guys through what I'm doing as I'm out on the water, but today was a little bit different style. Figured I'd mix it up, give you guys a little change, and I hope you liked it. So if you did, please smash the thumbs up button, drop a comment, and most importantly, subscribe. Almost to 4,000 subscribers here on the channel, so super grateful and humbled by that, of course. Thank you all for your support. But man, that's all I gotta say today. I've been talking a lot, more than I normally do in any video, so I'm gonna give my little throat a rest right here, and we'll call it a day. But thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Peace.